We have our settings screen, but no settings. In the next several sections, you're going to be adding our 2 settings. I'll walk you through how we add our first setting for location. Then you'll do the temperature setting on your own, so listen closely. First, we define a preference XML file. The root element should be a preference screen. In this example, we have a checkbox preference and a list preference inside of it. In order to add the Preferences XML file to our app, we first need to create an XML folder under the Resources Res directory. Right-click on the Res folder, go to New Android Resource Directory, and then type in XML as the name of the directory. For resource type, you can choose XML, and then hit OK. Inside this folder, we right-click to create a new XML resource file. We call it pref_general, and the root element is a preference screen as we saw on the developer site. And then our preferences file is created. Then add the location preference. Since the wireframes showed an editable text field to input user location as a string, we make this an edit text preference. If you want to learn more about all the possible XML attributes, you can Google for edit text preference. First, we specify a title for the preference, which will be the label that's displayed to the user. Then we specify a key, and this key is actually the key value in shared preferences. Going back to the code, we also add these attributes to describe the edit text field in the pop-up dialog that was shown in the wireframes. Going back to the code, we can also configure properties of the edit text field. We specify the input type to be text, and we cap it to a single line of text. It's bad practice to hardcode these strings here, so we declared them as constants in the strings.xml file. These are the strings we declared. This is the name of the label of the preference. It's user visible, so we add a char limit for translation purposes. We also specify location, which is the name of the key in shared preferences. We don't want to translate it because we always want to find the key based on this name. We also specify a constant for the default location. We also don't translate this because we need to send it to the server API like this. When you're done with these steps, check them off and continue.